Okay guys, so I'm back with another braiding tutorial, or basically showing you guys the inside of how I braid so fast. So basically I am doing the regular knotless braids on this client here. She did get a small size here today. So again, I use my same products. And one thing that I want to say about how I do my knotless braids, I base the amount of extensions that I put in their hair based off of their hair. This client hair was a little bit more thicker, so of course I don't want the braids to be too heavy. So I put less hair in her braids, which means I use smaller pieces. Because her hair is so thick, if we use hair that matches the thickness of her hair, the braids would just be too heavy for her head. And my clients' health of their natural hair is always my first concern. So I always stress to my clients that they don't need that much extension hair. So every time I do these, most of the times, I only use no more than like 3.5 packs of hair. And again, that's just because I don't try to put too much hair in each braid. It also allows for them to wear them a lot longer. They can get longer lengths and they can style them immediately without it being so much hair in their head. But as always, the reason why I move so quickly is because I do always pre-part, which I always stress, just because it's going to always give you an even look and it's just going to keep you on time without having to stop and part and stop and part, just getting all your pre-parting done. So basically, again, what I'm doing here is just using my olive oil gel and edge control gel, I should say, and braiding the extensions into her hair. I also only use certain brand extensions. Like I always say, all extension hair is not created equal. I absolutely cannot stand that Barbie feeding hair. It is the worst. I was saying it was the worst hair. Sorry, my phone got cut off. But yes, it is the worst braiding hair. It is slippery. It tangles like crazy. And so I only use certain brands. I can post those pictures if you guys need me to. But I like more textured braiding hair, especially when braiding soft hair, because you really need something that's going to grip really good and hold the braid into their hair. And then it just gives you, again, a cleaner look and you're not fighting with the extension hair. So I, as a braider, am very particular about the braiding hair I use. So again, I always send my clients pictures just to make my job easier. Like I really communicate with my clients, and by the time they show up, they are ready. They know exactly what they're getting. We are on the same page, and that allows me to move quick too as well. So yeah, so basically she came at 1 o'clock and I got her done at 3:20 exact. I always say the extra 10 minutes just for styling and conditioning her scalp and everything. But yeah, for the braiding process, it was exactly 2 hours and 20 minutes. So my clients a lot of times know I am a timely stylist as well. Like I will cancel appointments. Like I seriously will cancel appointments if you are late, because it just allows me to work efficiently and as well as give each client my full attention where I'm not rushing and trying to accommodate for lost time. So I stress timeliness, and that's with any service, but especially with braiding services. That's just my pet peeve. I just not do not under no circumstances like late and running late in any form of way. So again, it just allows me to stay on task. And yeah, so her appointment was at 1 o'clock. She was here at 1 o'clock. We got started and she was walking out my door at 3:30. So what I'm doing here now is just parting around her perimeter. For me, it just allows me to keep all my boxes neat and even. So what I like to do, of course, what I said before, is put the gel on there, clean up the parting, just so everything is nice and neat. And I do also like to always part off my edge pieces, meaning the pieces right by her ears, and then start my way to part through the middle. What that does is allows me to get the exact amount of braids around her head, from ear to ear, just by pre-parting out my ear tab pieces first, and then continuing to part out the rest of her hair. So yeah, you almost, in a sense, after you do these for so long, you kind of can count in your head how many braids you do. It's weird, but I'm sure you braiders will understand what I mean by this. You just really kind of almost self-program your mind mental. So yeah, what I'm doing here is parting out the ear tabs, and you will see as I part and I go straight around, it all ends out evenly. now, 2 hours later, we are at the crown of her head, and I am literally on my last section. And I always tell my clients too, these edge pieces, especially, they want to take these out as soon as their hair started to grow out. Because again, my clients' health of their hair is my first responsibility as a stylist. So I understand a lot of times you want to hold on to these hairstyles because they're so cute, but the edge pieces can come out, do a little swoop doop, and you can keep the rest of your braids. But whatever you do, don't let these edge pieces stay on till the braid is hanging off. So I do stress that all the time to my clients. But right now, what I'm doing here is working in the crown of her hair and just getting these last few braids in. As you can see, everything aligns perfectly when you do your parting like how you want it. And it keeps everything neat and gives her a way to do even styling from ear to ear. I always think about hairstyling like this. It should look even. So when they pull it up in a ponytail, it just looks even from ear to ear. If they do 2 ponytails, leave the back down, it just looks even. If you guys know what I mean. So braiding is like a pattern. And yeah, I really enjoy doing it. I really go in the zone and just knock it out. So that's what I'm doing right now, finishing off these last pieces. And then I dip her in steaming hot water to seal the ends of the braids. And we style her hair how she like. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely stay tuned for more. This is just something that I said I was going to start doing more, is posting me braiding, just so you guys can see I really move fast. And even without my daughters, typically this style alone would take me about 4 hours. So it's just one of those things I feel like I and just enjoy doing, so I can go in the zone and move really fast. But hope you guys enjoy this. And again, stay tuned for more. You can follow me on my business page at facebook.com/dare to be different. And yeah, talk to you guys soon.